Oh, delicious. It's new guitar day. Hey everybody, I'm Brant, and I could not wait to get into this box. I just got it, and I want to open it up and see what's inside. So, I'm taking you along for the ride with me. Got a new guitar today, and you can tell it's a Minsine. Yep, from Bullstar or Bullfighter or Minsine. They're all the same company, pretty much, I think. This will be my fourth guitar from Minsine or Bullstar. I've got the green, actually right there, the blue telly, that's a Minsine. The green Strat, that is a Bullfighter, and the purple Strat style is a Bullfighter as well. So now I have a new one. And as usual, not much padding or anything, so hopefully everything's okay. Looks like it comes with tuner, cleaning cloth, picks, strap, and cable. The usual stuff, which I have a lot of. Let me get rid of this box. Oh, what else we got here? Truss rod adjustment, and another cable. I hope this is okay. All right. And a gig bag. Nothing in the pocket, I'm guessing. Oh, I love this part. This is something a little bit new for me. Well, I've played one before. I've played one recently, but I've never owned one. And I thought, you know what? It's about time that I do. So I looked online. I've been looking on Marketplace. I've been looking on Amazon or wherever to try and find one that was a reasonable price that I could justify to my wife getting something new. And man, I thought about getting a Donner, Claxton, Glary, and everybody had pretty cheap prices, but pretty significant shipping charges, especially the Claxton and Glary, I believe. I think they had these going for around, I don't know, $50, $60, but then tacking on a $30, $40 shipping charge as well. And I had my eye on the Minsine brand for a while, and they were sitting at about 120 new, free shipping. 120 seemed a little bit higher. I was kind of willing to do that, but then I saw one pop up for 90 with free shipping, and I was like, there we go. So I've got Minsine bass guitar. This is I believe the IB model. I'll have to look it up. I think it's the IB ×4 because it's a 4-string. And I forget what they call this pickup configuration. PB? There's volumes and tones for each pickup, I believe, is how these work. All looks in really good shape. Don't see any concerning parts yet. I'll have to get the specs on this. There's a bit of a gap, quite a significant gap in between the neck and the neck pocket here, to make sure that that's all right. Fret edges, not bad. They feel okay. The string looks a little jacked up here. Like it's about to roll off the post. You're gonna have to get some new strings and restring this. Slapping the bass, man. Well, with this kind of pickup configuration, that's what I was looking for, because I had a Fender Jazzmaster bass in the shop recently that I put green strings on, if you saw that video. Had the same pickup configuration, and I really like that thing. And not having had a bass before, I thought this looked like a fun one to try. It's a headstock. Minsine. The back, pretty plain back. I'll probably, you know what? I'm probably gonna sand the back of this neck. And boy, I almost kind of want to stain it a little darker color. I think that would look better on this guitar. Maybe I'll do that. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited. My first bass guitar that is mine. All right, let this acclimate, and then I'll get you the specs and we'll do a little sound sample. I'll see you in a bit. All right, so I've had some time to let this acclimate, and I've been messing around with it a little bit, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. If you're a guitar player and you've never tried a bass before, you might want to give it a shot. So I was going to discuss specs on this thing. Well, there's not much to be found, especially from where I ordered it. To the best of my determination, the body is basswood, the fingerboard is rosewood, and the neck is maple. And supposedly a C shape, modern C shape. I'm gonna look in the control cavity here. I did want to show you something here on the neck. I'm not gonna take the neck off or anything. I have not ordered new strings for this yet. By the way, bass guitar strings are much more expensive than regular guitar strings, just FYI. I was looking at some and they're like $22 a set, which seems pretty high. So I noticed when I first unpacked the guitar, I think I was looking on this side, and I was saying that there's a significant gap. Well, I've got a pretty thin pick here. It's not fitting in there, but on the other side, then we've got some serious gappage. So let me see if I can get this where you can see it. So if I'm showing you the neck here, if you can see, that's a pretty big gap right there. Pretty big gap. And like I said, it's sort of a gap on the other side. It's not as wide that it allows me to stick the pick in like that, but it's still there. So eventually, when I get some new strings, I will take the neck apart and see if there's anything that needs to be done. The string alignment on here, to me, sorry, I'm not showing you, I'm kind of looking at it. The string alignment, it does seem to be I mean, I'm not as familiar with basses. All the strings are going in the middle of the two poles that are orientated around that string. So they seem to be pretty much right on there. I will say the same slightly. Yep, they seem to be all going in the right spot over the pickups. Along the neck, there does just seem to be a bigger gap between the edge of the fingerboard and the low E string than the edge of the fingerboard and the high E string. Is it a problem? Has it been a problem playing it? Is the string slipping off the end? No. It just visually seems to be slightly a larger distance between the low E and the fingerboard than the high E and the edge of the fingerboard. I don't know that makes too much difference. I'm going to take off the control panel on the back and we'll take a look and show you what's in there. What do we got in here? We've got a lot of excess wiring, it seems. Shielded on the back, but not shielded inside, just painted. The route looks pretty clean. Some buffing compound in there. Yeah, 4 small pots, 2 green chiclets on the tones. Man, that jack is really like right there. So the jack must actually go into this cavity. And then we've got too much wiring in here. I can't tell what's going to where. 1, 2, 3 different. Why are there 3? Oh, maybe this is, okay, so it looks like, so there's a ground to the bridge. I don't know if you can see where those go in over here. You go into the body, which I'm assuming are do I call it the neck pickups? I don't even know. And then the black and red wires here going into the body about there. And the ground wire down here. Seems like an awful lot of excess wiring in there. Will I be changing out those pots? At least there's plenty of room. Maybe, might have to, these ones on the sides for a large pot, might have to shallow or carve away with my favorite tool. I love the Dremel. Anyway, that's what's under there. All right, so I have got I've got the bass plugged into my Micro Plus, which is plugged into my audio interface, which is recording on my computer, and also outed through my speaker behind me. I haven't had any problems with tuning stability. Actually, I can't remember the last time I tuned it. Let me just make sure it's in tune. Great tuning stability in this thing. I mean, I tuned it when I got it out of the box, and then maybe once. That was probably the second time. And I've had this for about a week. And I just have it on a clean channel. All the volumes and tones are up all the way. I still haven't figured out the intricacies of those knobs. I think I'm used to hearing a loud, sound when I'm playing. So let me turn the this pickup, the bridge, I guess. Turn that tone down. I'm going to turn it back up and turn the other one, the neck pickup, down. And turn them both up. And turn them both down. So a little bit of variation there. And I am using a pick, a pretty sturdy one, because I notice when playing with my hands or fingers that it doesn't quite bring the volume up as much as a pick. Now maybe that's if you're playing with other people or something that you would want that subtleness, but it's just me, so I'd rather hear it better, I guess. So don't yell at me and be like, you're using a pick on a bass. And I can also throw effects on it. Is this a Metallica effect? But I've been finding you can do a lot of roots to songs and just, you know, play what you know. It's kind of fun. It's a cool effect. Pretty cool, and for 90 bucks, can't go wrong. I'm telling you, I really like the Bullfighter, Bullstar, Minsine, whatever you want, whatever one you got. All their guitars. I've yet to receive one that's damaged. I've yet to receive one that I've had to return because it needed too much work or anything like that. Everything has been good out of the box, which I can't say for some other budget brands that I've tried. But yeah, I'm really impressed. This bass, man, I couldn't have asked for for the price, for much better. I'm really hoping that I get some. I'm really hoping that I get some parts, Brian. Wink, wink. Actually, I should know this weekend if I've won any Geiger parts for this bass. But I think I'd like to play around with modifying it, maybe. I definitely want to stain that neck. It just doesn't go. It doesn't fit the rest of the guitar. It's odd. So I want to stain that at some point. So I can't think of anything that needs to be replaced. Bridge seems fine. I can't remember if I've checked intonation or not, but I wouldn't imagine it's that difficult to change anything. But honestly, I've been fine playing this the way it is. I've been really enjoying playing it the way it is out of the box. But again, this is my first bass. I'm uninitiated, so to speak, so maybe I'm missing something. But anyway, it was a great purchase. I'm really glad I pulled the trigger on this, because I've been having a lot of fun with this thing, a lot of fun. Anyway, there it is, the Minsine IB bass guitar. Currently, I think 120, somewhere in there on Amazon. But if you can find it for 90, I'd snag it. I did. It's been great. Great guitar. Anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Cheers.
So anybody that left something there, you didn't have to have a bass. I try to. It's tough to really word these things sometimes, but I said if you said to try to, hopefully the person had a bass or bass, the Danny Sapko. So these are all the people that were on the Facebooks here. So the funny thing is, actually, we'll spin it now. I don't know who the winner is. It is a Brant. Congratulations, dude. I'll write that down. We got